Hey guys, welcome back to Morning Motivation. So today we're going to be talking about procrastination. Is it nature or is it nurture? Is it something that we're taught or is it something that we're born with? So let's get started. So what is procrastination? Procrastination is when you have something that needs to be done, you have a goal, you have a target, you have an assignment, and it has a due date. But now we're down here, and that procrastination is the waste of this time between now and when that's due. So what things are not procrastination? Laziness, bad work ethics, the lack of caring? None of those. What procrastination is, it's a habit. So that's a good thing, because habits can be broken. Procrastination can be broken down into three categories: the thrill seekers, the avoiders, and the decision procrastinators. So the first ones, the thrill seekers, the adrenaline junkies. Those are the people who have the sense of euphoria of waiting to the very last second to get something done and then cramming it all in. Those are pretty much most of your college students who, even though they had a full 8 weeks to get a paper done, they waited till the 2 hours before the deadline. Now, the second one, that's the one that we're going to be talking about today. Those are the people who, one, are afraid of failure, and number two, afraid of success. Now, we'll get back to that one in just a second. The third one, the decision procrastinators, those are the people who they don't want to make a decision because whether it succeeds or fails, they don't want to have any accountability nor responsibility of the success or failure of that situation. So category number two, these are the people that you're afraid of failure or you're afraid of success. Now, the first one, the afraid of failure, that's because someone has told you that you're not good enough. That's because someone has told you that you're not smart enough. That's because someone has told you that you're not athletic enough to do something. So it is time to prove them wrong. If you don't feel that you're smart enough, get a tutor. If you don't feel that you're athletic enough, get a personal trainer. If you don't feel like you can advance in your career, find someone and put them on your board of directors who is an expert in that area. If you haven't watched my video on the 1, 2, 3s of life, your purpose, your people, your progress, watch it. Build your board of directors. Find someone who you can put on your team who is going to inspire you and put you up to the next level. If you don't hear this from anyone else, let me be the person to tell you. You are smart enough. You are good enough for college. You are good enough for advancement. You are good enough to join that team. But you're going to have to work at it. Now, for the other people, the people who are afraid of success, and I understand a lot of people are like, how can you be afraid of success? Well, let me tell you, with success comes an obligation to continue to do that, and that's what people are afraid of. So many people are on this road. So many people are complacency with where they are. So many people don't want to rock the boat, right? So just remember, the other group of people that I was talking about who are afraid of success, one day they're going to get over that. One day they're going to decide to go for that career. One day they're going to decide to take that next step. And maybe it's your job. So let me tell you, when I was in Iraq, all these signs were along the road on the way out of the base, and it said complacency kills. Remember, if you're complacent in your job, if you're complacent in your education, if you're complacent with where you are, there's going to be someone who comes in and they're going to outshine you, and they're going to take your job. They're going to take your spot on the team. They're going to take your spot as valedictorian. But let me tell you, all these things and procrastination, it's a habit. It can be broken. So every time you know that there's going to be a due date, every time you know that there's going to be something that's happened, every time you know that there's going to be a competition, don't wait all this time to get there. Don't wait for someone to tell you, hey, you know, there's tryouts. Always be prepared, always be training, always be furthering your mind, working out the brain. You can do it. I know you can do it. So thank you so much for letting me be your mentor, your motivator, your coach, and if I'm none of the above, thank you so much for letting me be the positive person in your day to day. Go get them, achieve those targets, achieve those goals, and let's make it happen. Also, if you liked what you heard today, or you know someone who could use these words of wisdom, please share, like, subscribe, that way other people can hear this too. Thank you so much for your time, and I love you. Have a good day.